Welcome to the North York General Hospital's e-learning video on the 6 elements of the MyPlan Performance Planning and Development tool. In this video, we will look at the following elements: role goals, accountabilities, values, core competencies, mandatory training, and the learning and growth plan. To access your self-assessment, you must enter the Staff tool, and the Pending Review tab will appear on your screen. Your name should appear under Employee Name, and an active link entitled Review will be next to it. Click Review and your self-assessment page will open. Under your self-assessment, you will see General Information, which will have your name, date, and leader's name populated. Underneath General Information are your leader's goals. Your leader's goals are strictly there for your reference purposes only. Every year, your manager develops a set of goals by which their work and the department's work will be measured. These goals are developed to support the hospital's goals and strategic plan so that the hospital's leaders clearly understand what is expected of them. By seeing your leader's goals, you will be able to see how your own performance can contribute to your leader reaching his or her own goals and in turn the hospital's goals. The first element of the Performance Planning and Development tool is role goals. These goals are specific to the role that you are in. When you first access the tool, you may see a few fields in this area populated. These are the goals your manager feels are important to achieve within the coming year. In the first year, you are to look at each role goal provided and develop an action plan on how you will attain these goals in the following year. In the second and subsequent years, you'll be able to provide comments and outcomes of achieving these goals and provide your self-assessment. The second element of the Performance Planning and Development tool is accountabilities. There are 4 accountabilities that have been identified for all staff across the hospital: quality and safety, technical competence, work practices, and patient and family-centered care. You are to reflect on the 12 months prior to your performance review, provide specific or daily behaviors where you demonstrated the accountability, and choose the appropriate assessment. There are 5 self-assessment options from which to select: does not meet expectations, partially meets expectations, meets expectations, exceeds expectations, and performance is outstanding. The third element of the Performance Planning and Development tool is values. North York General Hospital has 4 values: respect, integrity, excellence, and compassion. You are to reflect on the 12 months prior to your performance review, provide specific or daily behaviors where you demonstrated each value, and choose the appropriate assessment. There are 3 self-assessment options from which to select: demonstrates in few situations, demonstrates in many situations, or demonstrates in most situations. The fourth element of the Performance Planning and Development tool is core competencies. A competency is any characteristic of a person that differentiates levels of performance in a given job, role, organization, or culture. Our hospital, along with 6 other participating hospitals, has chosen 9 core competencies. You will find a definition located next to each competency. For a further description, you may reference a document entitled NYGH Values and Staff Core Competencies, which can be found on the MyPlan Performance Planning and Development tool welcome page. The core competencies are accountability, commitment to continuous learning, flexibility or adaptability, initiative, interpersonal communication, patient or client and customer focus, problem solving, self-management and resilience, and teamwork and cooperation. You are to assess the 12 months prior to your review and include any relevant examples within each competency and then assign a rating. Each rating scale is specific to the competency you are filling out. You'll notice that each option has a number associated with it. The numbers are included to indicate the ascending order of each option. For example, if you choose 4, it is implied that you also exhibit 3, 2, and 1. The fifth element of the performance planning and development tool is mandatory training. A list will automatically be generated that displays all completed and outstanding hospital-wide training. This is your opportunity to see what training is needed to be completed. The last element of the MyPlan performance planning and development tool is the individual learning and growth plan. This is your opportunity to identify any personal learning and growth goals that would assist in planning for your own career development. This area is different from the role goals created above, as this specifically highlights the goals of the individual. For example, an individual may want to focus on gaining skills around patient quality and safety, and therefore, they may request to attend a course on pain management within the next year. Make sure when creating goals you adopt a SMART approach: specific, measurable, achievable, results-focused, and time-bound. Remember, it is not necessary to complete the entire self-assessment at once. You may save the self-assessment at any time by clicking the Save button and come back to it later to continue. Once you have no further items to include and your self-assessment is complete, click the Submit button to send a notification to your manager. This concludes the elements of the MyPlan Performance Planning and Development tool. We hope you have found this training video useful. If you have any questions about your performance planning and development meeting, please speak directly with your manager. If you have any questions regarding the MyPlan Performance Planning and Development tool, please contact your Human Resources Management partner at 416-756-6008.